Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to the channel. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. But it's like 2 degrees outside here in central Ohio, which is why I'm inside. And so I thought today would be a great day for a new video. Also, I have a new product here from a fairly new company called Paradigm. They make a bunch of skill toys. They have an Etsy, but this is their first like high-end Begleri. And so they sent me one of these, and so we're gonna talk about here. This is the Vertebrae Begleri. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about the packaging here first. First off, a nice little, cardboard box here. Came with a little thank you card. Came with an extra 550 paracord. It's also laced up with one as well. And then a little bag with their logo on it. This logo kind of reminds me of like the Tic Tac logo. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that's definitely what that shape reminds me of. The other thing that's really kind of nice is that inside the box here, we have a little schematic of the actual vertebrae as well as the specs there. So we'll go ahead and read those off here real quick. First off, it's a titanium Begleri set. It's at 10.6 grams each. So it's not crazy heavy, but heavier maybe. It is titanium, like I said, and it's bead blasted. So it's a nice finish there, a nice feel in the hand. And then the actual like specs there as far as how large they are. The beads themselves, it's 19.3 millimeters high by 16 millimeters wide. So a little bit taller than they are wide. And yeah, a really nice shape, really clean shape. Let's go ahead and talk about that and sort of kind of their approach to this design and why they picked this design in the first place. The actual design of it and why it gets its name is it has that kind of vertebrae, kind of look. It looks like one maybe single vertebrae within the spinal column. So that's a really cool name that kind of goes with the aesthetic of the actual design as well. The bore here is going to take a 550 paracord. It's perfect for that. Has no problem lacing that up. So I prefer 550, and for especially a slightly heavier bead, I think 550 works fantastic. What's also really nice is that the knot will sink completely in there. It's just a single knot right now, but I could probably fit a double knot in there as well, and it sinks in there. And these are completely flat too, so if you wanted to sit them on a desk, you could do that, and they're not going to tip over or anything like that. Now, as far as the actual design here, it's kind of a barrel kind of shape. It's a unique barrel shape. I've not seen anything quite like this as far as the actual the sort of canal, the vertebrae kind of look. When we talk about the top here, it's kind of got a little bit of a ledge. It's not completely flat. It's domed over ever so slightly, but it does have a little bit of a ledge. So as far as like rolls and learning that kind of thing, it's going to be really nice for that. It's also going to be really good for rolling stops and tricks like that. So yeah, it's really, really solid for that kind of play. Very predictable. Now the weight too, it's going to be a little more forgiving, especially for those who maybe are brand new to Begleri. I do typically like a lighter set, somewhere around that 9-gram mark. But this one, I don't feel like it's too heavy. I think the weight distribution's just right, and it doesn't feel too clunky. It's certainly not. I don't feel like I'm like having to kind of be really slow with it or anything like that, or kind of it's just too cumbersome. All right, let's go ahead and actually sling these for a little bit, and I'll talk a little bit more how they play in the hand on actual tricks. The weight's at 10.6, so it's not super, super hefty, but it's also not super, super light as well. For something like a spring, right, I definitely feel that weight and the momentum of it kind of going around. So yeah, a nice weight, but doesn't feel too clunky. And it's gonna be really forgiving for learning, rolls and so on, right? Man, it's been a while since I've done a full ladder roll. That weight feels really good for that. If you're learning some of those tricks maybe for the first time, a little bit of a heavier set usually gets the job done a little bit better. Now, the other thing I mentioned is that it has sort of a kind of shelf kind of design there, but rounded off enough that it's not like completely flat there or kind of sharp edges. But that design is going to be really great for rolling stops and so on when you need a little bit more, you know, grip there to get that. That little bit of a longer barrel is really nice too, where you're going to be able to get a little bit more, you know, grip with the, for, I don't know, tricks like that. And then we have that sort of, you know, design here in the center as well, where it kind of concaves in. And all I can think of is kind of doing like wraps right around that. I don't know, I'm thinking where, yeah, there's some really cool playability there where if you utilize that center, I like that. Anyways, a really fun set to play with. This weight and the set and the design, it's gonna get the job done. It's gonna be able, I think, fit the preference for a lot of people. So if you are a veteran in Begleri and you have a ton of sets like myself, I would definitely encourage you picking up one of these. If you're brand new to Begleri, this I think will be a really nice introduction to a higher end set. Also a really good price point. It's $40 USD, which is really a great price, and for a titanium set especially. And so definitely check them out. I'll have a link in the description where you can buy it, of course, off their Etsy, and also check out their Instagram and anywhere else they might be on social. But that's gonna do for my review of the Vertebrae Begleri from Paradigm. Go check them out. I don't know how long it'll be, but I will see you guys in the next one. Later.